Um, okay, so very first podcast. This is the Ezer Project. I'm Erin,
And I'm Ashlyn.
and we're really excited to have you guys because, this is our thing.
I'm the editor, and this is gonna be a good podcast because I'm editing it.
So buckle up, folks.
As he walks
Thanks, Tech
through
Boy.
that. Okay, so just a little backstory why we're doing this, right? Ashley and I have had it on our hearts for a while, that we really wanted to reach out to women, especially women who feel like lost in their worth, because unfortunately we live in a world that it attacks all of us, right? Like feeling inadequate is something that everybody feels, but this day and age, it seems that more and more women are finding themselves to
Not feel worthy.
right, not feel worthy, not know like what their true value is, who they're called to be. I mean, you see this huge rise, in angry, bitter women, depression is spiking, anxiety is spiking, and I really feel that a lot of that has to do with the fact that um, women are falling farther and farther away from their calling, um, because we are we are not these bodies, right? We are the souls inside of these bodies, and you see the world will tell you that you have to like be this certain way or do this certain thing. Empowerment
To be
is
loved.
right, like and I think a lot of the times we feed our flesh so much that we start to starve our soul, and we just want to reach out to those women. I mean, and we want to, if this helps men too,
Yeah, absolutely.
great.
Anyone.
Right, but we just wanted to reach out and touch the hearts of women who are maybe suffering with a lot of that stuff. So the backstory with the name, right? The Ezer Project, uh, Ezer Kenegdo is the word that God gave to Eve when he created woman. And a lot of English translations will say it just means helper, but it actually means a ton more than that. It's necessary partner, an essential strength, life-saving help. I mean, when God created woman, it wasn't to be like a subordinate to man. I mean, he was creating man's equal. He was creating um this essential strength from heaven that man can't live without. And likewise, women, ladies, I mean, I know we like to say that like we don't need a man, but honestly we do.
We do. We absolutely do.
Yeah, we need men. And I think with so many women falling farther and farther away from what their true purpose is, um that's why we're
We're
getting a lot of
bitter.
yeah.
Yeah, we're bitter, we're cold, and we're just turned off by all men. And it's a problem. It's sad. It's you want that partner in life, and I think it's really important that you start with yourself. You know your worth. I mean,
Right. Yeah, and that's the problem. So like I was saying, the world likes to uh tell you that you aren't valuable and that you need to be a certain way. But then we find that um we feel less and less worthy. But I mean, the Bible says that women, I mean, like, you're far more precious than jewels. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Um, you're literally God's masterpiece, created um, for a purpose. Like, you have such a calling on your life. All women do. If you didn't have a calling on your life, if you didn't have a purpose, you wouldn't be here. Um, and the world the enemy wants to pull you as far away from that purpose as possible. And that's why you have those feelings of inadequacy and anger and bitterness. And that's why we're here. We want to have this podcast. We want to, embrace our sisters and like lift them up and show them who they truly are.
Yeah.
And we have a ton of topics we want to talk about.
We're very excited to dive into everything.
Yeah.
Because we're all different, but it all comes down to yourself and your self-worth because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. It's what you think about yourself, what you feel about yourself. And when you can take time to sit with yourself and love yourself wholly, it's just so much better. And when women can uplift women and
Right.
be there for one another and speak with kindness and love, it just changes the atmosphere. It changes the energy always.
Right. Yeah, and then you know what? That's the thing that is lacking too in this world, seriously, is like women aren't uplifting other women anymore. You see a ton of influencers, podcasts like uplifting men or just like uplifting like a certain group of people. But it's not really a thing to see women uplifting other women. It's like this competitive
Yes, it's
world.
more of a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's like you have to come to a point when you're in your 30s and 40s where I mean even older, but you come to a point where it's like, okay, we're not in high school anymore, we're not in our 20s anymore. We don't have to compete. We don't have to compete for anything. We don't have to compete for men,
Right.
attention, none of that. And just be there for one another and, be kind.
Right. And I think that if women could see that they have like a true purpose, there's a true calling, like they are valued. I mean, you have more value and more worth than you could ever imagine. I mean, if you read and like truly understood, the creation of woman in itself and like how important it was for us to be created. And how much worth is like how much you actually are worth. You would have a huge confidence boost in yourself, um and you wouldn't feel the need to compete
Yeah.
because that you're valued. You are a beloved daughter of God.
And you don't just crave that unnecessary attention, or you don't settle, I guess would be
Mhm.
a good term. Um,
And I want to just another backstory to this. Ashlyn and I, we trust me when I tell you, we do not come from happy, perfect backgrounds. Both of us have some real, like, deep, dark, sad stories that where we were both we went through times of feeling absolutely inadequate, and feeling like a nobody, being in a world like this that,
and just working harder and harder
yeah.
and harder to feel loved, and it just drains you. It drains you of who you are.
Hmm. It does. So that's why we want to do this, because women need to be uplifted more. Women need to know their worth. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot of topics for you. I hope that you'll follow. Obviously, this is our first podcast, so we're working out all the kinks and stuff. But follow us, and and come sit with us. Let us uplift you. Uh, we're gonna have a lot of topics that we're gonna be
We're gonna
covering,
give
and
you what she gives me.
yeah, and what you
Um,
give me.
I just want to say, Erin and I met because we're coworkers, and I didn't know the things about Erin that she's been through in her life. And you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know meeting her because she carries herself with so much grace, and she encourages me to be a better person every day
Girl.
because just seeing her in the way she conducts herself, it blows my mind. And it's simply because she does the work. She does the work to love herself. She does the work to know her worth, and she really pushes me to want to be a better person. So that's what we want to do for you. We
Yeah.
want to do that whether you're a man or a woman. I mean,
Yeah.
the world is hard.
It is. It is. It's full of a lot of, and like I said, the enemy wants you to go as far away from your calling as possible. So, whether you believe in God or not, I think this is a good podcast for you if you have feelings of inadequacy and
Join the journey.
yeah, right? Join the journey.
Join the journey.
Put that on a shirt. Write that
We'll
down.
put that on a shirt for you.
But anyway, like I said, like us, follow us,
Subscribe.
right?
Join us.
Yeah. Buy our swag when we throw it out there.
Yeah. Welcome
'Cause-
aboard, friends.
Yeah.
Lovely ladies
And gentlemen.
and gentlemen. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Much love.